Hey, what's happening? Jeff Pish here. We are going in on another beat of the week. Hope everyone's doing well out there. Today, we're getting into some Samba. So this is a groove that I worked out. And again, it's everything I do is based on one of the live groups that I work with. So this is just my perspective on things. And how I kind of take my approach to what I got going on. So take that for what it is. So this particular groove, beat of the week, if you will, is something I put together off of the tune, a jazz group I work with, and a tune called Samba de Orfeo. So we got some samba. Got it up on the page here so you can see that. And we got the brushes out. Just a cool sound. You know, this particular tune is pretty light. It's like happy, bouncy kind of thing. Positive vibes, as they say. And let's break it down. Let's take a look. So some of you probably already know Samba. You know, we have our ostinatos with our feet. A lot of the Latin music has those constants to them that kind of give it that awesome Latin feel. I love all those Brazilian and you know all the different Latin grooves that are out there. Like it's incredible stuff, and it's so much more than just the notes on the page. It's about bringing the feel and the vibe to life. So it's something I'm constantly working on, and it's not easy. So let's check out the feet first. We'll look at our ostinato. To get that nice feel going, we're keeping the hi-hats on the upbeats with the foot. So we 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that keeps rolling all the way through there. The bass drum, we got 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1. And it's another one of those feel things where you kind of want to give a little bit of emphasis on each of those downbeats. Boom, ba boom, ba boom, ba boom, ba boom. It's that heartbeat idea. You know, it keeps that soul down there. So one thing to work on is what you want to get the feet out of your brain. You want to create this kinesthetic memory with the feet, so that way your hands are free to do, you know, whatever you're kind of feeling. So let's just check out the feet here. I got the metronome going. We're down nice and slow at low 92. And there it is. So it's one of those things, again, break it. I try to get through these things fairly quick so the videos aren't super long. But you know, you want to sit here and just work that. And get it into your muscles. Remember, your brain is much smarter than your muscles. So your muscles take time to learn. Even though you have it in your head of what it's supposed to feel like and what it's supposed to sound like, it's going to take a while till your muscles truly understand exactly what's happening. The next step in the process, you know, for learning samba, you know, any ostinato, the way I kind of approach it is, it's like, okay, I get the feet. Now I'm just going to play a basic rhythm with my hands. I'm just going to play all the 16th notes, no accents or anything like that, just all the 16th notes on the snare drum while playing that ostinato, just to start to get a little bit of that comfort level there and get, you know, the hands to be separate from the feet and get the feet out of the brain. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, feet. Okay, and so then after you do that for a while, and it starts to feel comfortable, and you have a nice flow, and your accuracy is good, you're sitting in the time, then truly you just want to get into improvising around that. Sitting on the snare drum and just kind of improvising with the feet so that you start to get some vibe there and build that independence. It's the I word. All the drummers we're always striving for better independence so that we can separate and create these different sounds. I'm gonna dial in more onto what's on the page here so that we can kind of apply this beat of the week scenario. So we got the feet ostinato. Now let's take a look at the hands. So we got snare drum, and then we're going down to the floor tom. So this kind of stems from a Brazilian surdo drum. This guy's like the Brazilian street samba is like the greatest thing. Like these guys walking around with the snare drums and just creating killer grooves, and then the guys with the surdos like just bashing away and just making joyful noises. It's a beautiful thing. So it's kind of where the inspiration to what I worked out with this groove. I'm going to take the feet out, and let's just take a look at the snare drum and surdo part. And you can there's a little bit of a sticking in there, and that's more of just to create ease of movement between the snare and the floor tom. So you can take a look and just go nice and slow. And that's our basic pattern. That's what our hands are doing. Like you start to get that nice groove in there. Again, nice and slow. It gets happening once we get this thing moving. That's the whole idea. It's this street samba, this dancey, uplifting kind of feel. So let's get the click on. I'm going to go ahead and add the feet in at the slower tempo and see what we got. I'm going to start with just the feet. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there it is. I mean, you can't not feel good when you're playing this particular beat. It's super fun. All that Brazilian stuff is just really fantastic. So to do it, get on your Spotify, get on your Apple Music, whatever, and just do a search for Brazilian music and start listening to some of that stuff. It's incredible. Let's go ahead and bump the tempo up and see what we got. I'm just going right for it. We're going up to 120, which, that's kind of a nice moving, grooving street tempo. And let's check it out. I'll start feet first. 1, 2, 3. And there it is, super groovy. I mean, it's it's fun to play. It's got a nice flow to it with that sticking that you can see in there. And as always, what I always talk about is the improvisation side to it. So there's our little box, there's our building block. And, again, in the live musical situation, you want to be listening to the big picture and check out what's happening around you, always staying aware of what other musical things are happening. We're not just beat makers, we are musicians on the stage, when we're behind the kit. And so now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take that pattern, I'm just going to improvise around a little bit and see what happens. hopefully I can hang. So let's check it out. Start with the feet. And there it is, a little improvisation around a nice groovy street samba. And there's our beat of the week for today. I hope you dig it. Mess around with it. Like I said, you start slow, get that samba ostinato in your feet so that it's really, really smooth and easy to then just think about what your hands have going on. And then start to build some tempo and improvise. Be creative, come up with different things, different feels. Listen to Brazilian music. Listen to how, the street, stuff works out and different patterns they use, different ideas and sounds. Wish I had some timbales, that'd be sweet. And get in on all that stuff. So once again, as always, I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out and checking this out. Please do like and subscribe if you would. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and we'll catch you on the next one.